Okay. Okay. Good morning. Josh, your command is fixed.
Gotcha!
Thank you, Flame. I'll leave that out of there. Oh god. Alright. Whoops. Okay. So we're somewhere. Where was I? Ah. On the 22nd, yes. That's right, we were just about to get into the good stuff. Before that. You don't need any more food? Whoa. Google Doodle. Hey, welcome. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing, smiling along with us. How are you doing this lovely morning? Thank you for shouting out Google Doodle. I appreciate that. Google is the artist of two of our lovely emotes. If you guys want to spam the heart emote and the bad touch emote, those are the ones that Google so kindly worked on for us. Doing pretty good. Just got here. About to work on some Phoenix Wright. That type of fun stuff. And my son's pestering me for Cheez-Its. Anyways. But yeah. We are in the fourth case of the first game. The one where Edgeworth is... We do have one. I think. No, wait, that's a quote. We have a quote. We have some. Get your own. Little thief.
Objection!
That's how I feel. Alright. Thank you for fading into a smile. Google. All right. All right. Let's get into the final, well, like second to final day. Pixel, thank you for being here. How are you doing today? How are you doing this morning? Thank you for joining us. Thank you for shouting out Pixel Ultima. I appreciate that. Oh, hold on. I gotta get my voice. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Oh, well, no opening statement, so... Objection. Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Not so fast, Judge. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
Order. Mr. Von Karma, what's the meaning of your statement just now? Bah, must you question everything?
It's amazing, Pixel. I played it in the past, so I know a lot of the stuff of like what to answer and everything. So I still have my moments where I forget stuff, but it's a lot of fun. It's really, really cool, and the storyline just amazing. I definitely suggest you give it a go sometime. Like all the game series.
It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand.
It's that mysterious boat shop owner.
Witness, state your profession.
I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle of Gold Lake. And I also rent boats. 3 minutes is subjective. Goku needed like 20 episodes for a spirit bomb that was like 10 minutes. Love mystery games like Professor Layton. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit different than Professor Layton. It's a lot more logic based, thinking about what goes to what can disprove what, and why. So I think you would like it, Pixel. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, the anime of Phoenix Wright is really good. I really love that. And 3 minutes is subjective, especially in the anime world. 3 minutes can be like an entire season. Sounds good, Pixel.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please testify.
Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. So, I'll let this play, but I already know who he is, but they won't tell us yet.
Objection!
Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet.
Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah, I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate.
Yes. You want up? You want up? Okay, you little rib breaker. Oh, please don't. Sit on the arm. There we go. Look, man, I'm already probably gonna have to go to the doctor because of my rib. What do you mean stop? You don't get to tell me to stop. Boop. One down. Stop. Before you make me break another rib or something. Ugh. Yep, it is a small bean. That's my son, Pixel. Want your cup back? There you go. Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name.
Well, I'm not really sure, yo.
What do you mean?
Memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago.
Thank you, Pixel.
He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness. Excuse me. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight here. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
Do you remember this case? Yeah, this case is pretty epic.
There's nothing wrong, nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright.
Cross-examine? Go suck it. Karma. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. I see you're sharing our special commands with Pixel. So Pixel, we have a bunch of commands that can be used that cost points you get just for being in the stream. Well, that didn't work.
Objection!
Don't you try to object me, Flame.
Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness.
Alright, night of the murder. Cross-examination! Not sure what my son is doing. Then I heard a bang. Yup. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yup.
Good. Continue.
Definitely I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there was 2 men out there, yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup. At the time, that is. At the time. Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yup. I started testimony yesterday. Window. By your window? Oh, yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me and I saw him. It's a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead.
Are you sure?
Yep. It's a carp. It's a carp. Uh-oh. Dad. Dad, sir, and Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. Welp. This sounds like decisive evidence. Indeed, I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk.
You know, I just realized that the chat would probably be better on the left and this stuff all better on the right. At least in this instance. I don't know what that is. What is that? Alright, we'll move this here. Man, I'm just reorganizing my entire flipping screen. Okay. Wait, guys. Wait. It's okay. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic, okay? It's probably alright. You don't need to worry. Move this to right here. There we go. Yeah. All right. Okay. So no chat. Now chat will appear underneath me. Event list was up in the upper right corner now. Midstream changing things. I'm so good at what I do.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial's going to be over.
Thank you for that, Flame. Raise an objection.
Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left?
Exactly.
That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead, but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you saw it, say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Erg? Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please. Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Snore. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Well, shit.
The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within blah, 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 blah. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Well, we lost, guys.
Wait!
What? Who could it be?
Me! Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it.
Remembered what?
The gunshot. I heard it too.
Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard the gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order. Well, this is the first time somehow. I'm not sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. All right. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty.
Dun, dun, dun!
Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned.
I'm not sure where my son went. The one witness karma can't manipulate. That's accurate. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth.
I've seen worse.
Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night. Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth.
Huh? You say something right?
Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong?
It's nothing.
Hey, buddy. What's up? Where you going? No way. Are you just trying to be fat and steal more Cheez-Its from me? I know that's what you want. That's why you're coming all the way over here. Because you're fat. And you just want some snacks. And you're greedy. And don't know how to ask. Here. Come put your little fat hands out. No, give me your hands. Give me your hands. Well, eat them. Don't just look at me to give you more. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right.
Yeah?
This might be our chance.
Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Boom, 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 oh.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Montgomery didn't even have time to prepare the witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop boat. Rental shop dog. Ow, pain. Okay. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. And I was out on a boat on the lake, was looking for something, found it, clearly slipped back to the boat dock. Single gunshot. Huh. Very wishy-washy. Yeah, right. Bum, 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 bum. Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard two bangs. And the old man just now, she said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Because you're about to come over and bother me, I know. I don't know how he's doing that, but whatever.
Mr. Butts,
What?
you only heard one gunshot, are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Eh?
Not sure? How could you be not sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones on. With your headphones.
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shoddy testimony.
Continue. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Ah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
Yeah, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
Knock him back!
Yes, Pixel? If you at somebody after that, it gives you a command.
Objection!
Yeah, like that. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says?
Oh, that one didn't work. That's okay. Some of them are a little bit finicky for some reason. Like, I still don't understand what votes is for. Yeah, and I don't understand why. Like, some of these I just need to edit in general. Because either I made them wrong or they're messed up. and have cooldowns for no reason. Don't mind me fixing everything on stream. And it's funny he's forgotten some of these even exist. Actually, I'll keep that like to a few minutes. I don't want that to be actually spammed. The rest of these, I don't care. Eventually, I might. Do boop. Nifty boop. Boop. Oh my god. I forgot how bad it is with all these cooldowns. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good enough. Ooh, games list, I can change that one. Games list can be just one. Let's see. So I looked into it, and apparently it's a universal cooldown 1 minute for viewers of any kind before you can use another sound. Oh! Well, that's good to know. Thank you for looking that up. That is interesting. Curious. But, hey. God.
Hold it!
So now you have to wait a minute before the next one can be used. I see. Okay.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me, DJ.
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing the charade.
Har. Har, har.
Losing all request show.
Hold it!
What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Kama has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask?
Fine, very well, but Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshots?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot.
Hold it!
Are you sure? Of course I am. She has this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. It's the most ludicrous test I ever heard.
Hold it!
Okay. Turn on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there, alone on Christmas Eve. Alone! I shouldn't have said anything. That's why I was listening to All Request Show on the radio, see? Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you listened to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. Sustained. The radio listeners listen to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was radio set to that night?
Real booming like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on.
Yup. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Well, I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. No, I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Remember exactly what the DJ was saying. Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. Oh, then. Okay, well, anyways.
Objection!
There we go. Oh, God. Dang. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? You wanna come drink your milk? Come drink your milk. No? I don't know what he's doing, but I'm mildly terrified because I think he's destroying something. Okay. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
that would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order, order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
He's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim.
I do, Karma. I wouldn't insert it if I didn't have evidence.
Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Take that!
Like that. Look at this photograph. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. Hey T.I., welcome to the stream. Karma really thinks he can still win. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed.
It would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. This is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to the loud noises.
Yes?
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. murder weapon?
Yeah, it has to be that.
Take that!
This is my evidence.
The murder weapon.
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That the 3rd shot is the...
Order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya, yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never return Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Yeah, T.I. Karma.
Yes, Mr. Wright.
The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the what photo says 15.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are.
It's Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know? Bah, again you waste my time.
I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the old boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out to the lake just to shoot someone? And I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on the boat.
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place. Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing him.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat?
The boat shop.
Oh. Sorry.
I just... Mr. Wright.
I'm gonna have to go see somebody about this. It's still feeling really sore, and it's only worse after I, like, sleep or something.
What happened that night on Gore Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his boat. To the shop. Bang. This was around 11:50. That's when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got on the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright?
Boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. Oh shit. I see. It would appear that one of the men on the boat has shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly.
Very well, while we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Miles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Okay. Let me go grab some water and a couple cookies. I'll be right back.
Take that! Objection!
But no, it was my son needed his diaper changed, so I had to go take care of that, as well as get myself more water and cookies. Because breakfast of champions and all that. What are you doing? Don't put that under there. Eat it. Eat it or leave it alone.
You heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct.
Astonishingly so, actually.
Yes.
Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important. I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask you to remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either.
What?
What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
If you're quiet.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this case. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned.
I already know. Yay, Nick, you did it. Yeah, well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You can try to relax just a little. Smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. Well, that's fun. That's sometimes the best part, T.I. You guys are special.
Objection!
See, but pun and objection didn't have a minute cooldown. I don't know. Whatever. Oh. Use cookies though. Go eat your Cheerios. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? Excuse me. What? I had him swooning in the aisles. Hell, Maya. Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. There are more trials than murder. My son's gonna end up hurting himself. There he is. Better now that you can see? Okay. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there. Dude, Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. I don't want to talk to Larry. Larry's just gonna irritate me. He also defends a couple times. Hey, pal. Long time no see.
Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? Got so worked up, snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. What's up? Well, you got your Cheerios and juice. Eat! No one going to the woods today. The woods where Lotta was camping? That's his toy.
Take that!
Whoa. Perfect prosecutional record for 4 years prior to losing to Phoenix. Are you really arguing that you didn't take any murder cases before that? He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Still eyesore is missing. Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. The old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he really might be the real murderer. Ahem! I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Aha! Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Up for a walk? Let me do the days of my youth like the sense of fresh living, you see. Mr. Roseberg, there's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. Well, that is true, yes. Yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossmanberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Bad things. Nobody's home. Hello? Hello? Squawk? Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello? Hello? Squawk? I can't believe he had run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello? Hello? Squawk? But now... That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1128. Squawk! Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in here. Aw. But hey. He keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. Not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Nothing.
The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. Oh, hey, amateur. Say that Edgeworth would never kill anyone flies in the face of his chosen profession. Yeah, Edgeworth's job is to prosecute and defend. He has no choice for association. Oh, it's so dramatic. And TI, I think it's more about the direct versus indirect. So what Phoenix is saying is that he wouldn't directly go and just murder somebody. Now, how the sentencing goes and what happens to them, that's completely different, because in Miles' mind, these people are all guilty. Like, he has to view it as that in order to be a good prosecutor. Just like a good defendant or good lawyer should always view it as, my client is innocent, and I'm here to prove that. So, the rest of the letter goes on to describe... Where did Josh go? Did he go over that way? Josh? Okay. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth. He was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? One thing's for certain. This letter is evidence. Maybe I should take care of Polly now. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Now here's the other thing. I already know a lot of this stuff of what's going to happen. And it is rough. Man, I am out of it. Looks like Detective Gumshoe is gone back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow, the boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Right. Looks like Edgeworth is back in questioning. No questions room. Let's come back later. Yeah, I guess so. Don't forget, okay. Wait, I don't want to go there. Hold on. Let's go talk to Grossberg. He's out again. When does you were not... No, don't be harsh. Oh, come on. Do I have to talk to him? Deja vu of deja vu. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed. He's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it.
I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay, okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. This is what I had to do. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. Class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh! Yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, guilty. Give the money back. You're such a meanie, no one will play with you. Just admit that you did. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, and no borrowing my eraser. You shouldn't be allowed in the relay race or the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob that bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I had done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everyone ganging up on and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have totally thought it was me. So I kind of took it personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and all talked out of class. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. His eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. Branded hair gel. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm
not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It's several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like "Dark Suspicions of an attorney, prosecutor." I don't know. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him to learn why he had become who he had become. That's why I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he would have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me get out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. That's little for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Oh, did I get rid of? I don't remember. A lot of his thing. Okay. I don't care about today's trial. Hello, Grossberg. Can we talk to him yet? No. Okay. Well, I don't want to talk to you anyways. That's right. There's no worries. Okay, there we go. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you would do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple to a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edward. Perhaps. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? Oh, excuse me. In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. That's not true. Oh no. Yeah, extension or something. He didn't get lost. There's something weird. And not one suspect was ever declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edward? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edward. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet he was found innocent. That guilty attorney got him off the hook. Then Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago. The three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had not been of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. Oh, I see a Google Doodle doing the thing. That's why there's an error. Started to hate defense attorneys. Okay. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man, not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Me and myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. This court system needs me. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Yeah, Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I can remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. Oh god. I might have to get them stretched in a second. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claim the oxygen deprivation and stress it caused temporarily insanity. Welcome back, amateur. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Excuse me. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edward. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed, a crime you committed, a memory of a murder. Alright, give me a second, guys. Let me get up, stretch a little bit. Hi, one Phantom Phoenix. This is on the PC. I also just realized I have a little bit of Pepsi left. I can probably drink. But sorry about that, guys. And Phantom, welcome to the stream. I hope that you have a good time here. But yeah, this is the newly released trilogy on the PC. I have a few extra things of my overlay, like the chat and web captioner, but it's pretty much the same as like if you played it on your phone.
I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time.
Bouncing, 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 bouncing. Thank you, Amateur, for that host. Appreciate that so much. And not a problem, Phantom. But yeah, when this was released just on Switch and PC. It's been out for a long time, but yeah, it was just released on Switch and PC very recently, so I wanted to get it and stream it and all that nice jazz. What kind of dream?
It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. makes your day every time. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day or what. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad news. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there is anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There's someone who knows about DL6. Yeah, I know there is. Blop. Mr. Grossberg.
Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. Yes.
No kidding. I can't believe you're not.
Well, am I? Just calm down and tell me what's happened.
Mr. Edgeworth, he...
I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream. Only a dream.
I wonder.
Oh, what?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite suddenly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. Yes, this leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you can imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father, and the pistol fired and the deed was done.
No, I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, you may have had one peer, but now that I think about it, your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Montgomery's teaching techniques. That's no surprise. Montgomery is an extreme man, forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. Results? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. Oh, God.
And?
He lost and died in despair as it were.
I see.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit meeting. That was your mother, Misty Fey.
See, the statute of limitations means that, or for the Phoenix Wright world, it basically makes it so that the One Phantom Phoenix, thank you so much for smiling along with us. I appreciate that so much. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah, the file, like Flame said, the files are wiped clean, and it's as if it never happened. Like, it just
gets erased completely. Unlike the statute of limitations, like in real life, like statute of limitations in real life, like once the statute of limitations is up, a person can no longer be charged for that crime, which is nearly as bad as it being completely wiped off, like out of history books, sort of thing. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous stuff. To get your revenge now, because in order to erase any possibility of things coming about, and because the like in yes. But yeah, it's important to get your revenge now, because that way it's like cemented. Like, you also have to think, like, Yogi is a man who is not completely there, but his life's been ruined by all of this. And like, they're going to be explaining this soon, but they're about to take everything that happened to him and just erase it. But he's still left with all the mental trauma of being accused, of being nearly guilty, and the stigma that comes with that. So, but you'll understand soon enough, T.I. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. That's not yours. Jesus. Got Yogi innocent, but he ruined his social life. Yeah. Yeah, you just have to watch T.I. It's explained here shortly.
The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
Yes, that's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, you know, but a possibility nonetheless.
Have anything to show you? Boop.
Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why would kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Huh? His own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different.
He won that innocent verdict, but for no one but himself.
Yogi was a free man, but certainly he was ruined, huh? You'll understand soon enough.
Wait, what is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma?
Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take care of something really, really fast. Let's see. Hype. What are we hyping? What happened? What'd I miss? Did I miss something? Hyping your meal? Oh. Okay. Alright. Gross food.
Von Karma. Oh, wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was
Correct. Manfred von Karma
himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth?
So this took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage that the L6 incident has done will never be eased.
The hell?
Alright.
One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, now, no time to waste. Let's get going. Alright. Time to start doing things.
Moving mountains, oh yeah. Moving the mountains.
I don't know. No. Nothing on here that matters. So it just has to be... Right? Criminal affairs. Nope. Oh, gotcha.
If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Miss Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know.
And I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy his grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. Yes, and though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
Vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was his first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecution.
Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up the L6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to the L6? I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright, I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he had killed someone.
But, Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials, huh? Oop. There we go. So that's what I was supposed to do. Boop, boop. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old coyote. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement real hard. Oh, we were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now, I just can't have anyone just wandering around in there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just as always, we were only here just yesterday. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing, I'm just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh, well, the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick, the file for DL6 is completely empty. What?
What are you doing in here?
Eek! Von Karma!
You. How do you know my name?
Huh?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Okay, I don't feel like listening to his bullcrap, so... Hey, look at this thing I found! Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense. Usually.
Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
Bad touch indeed. What, you guys aren't into, shocking? It's a very electrifying experience. $600,000.
Oh, and don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter.
No.
No! Oh, what the?
Nick, run. Ah! Maya.
Out of my way.
Ah, you just girl. Well, he got us. The letter's gone, of course, and he took the DL6 evidence, all of it, back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya. Maya, open your eyes. Maya. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya, there has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Huh? Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Ron Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Still bears clear ballistic markings. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Hands Maya some grapes. Yep. We don't have a hug command, Flame. We have a glomp command, remember? There's nothing... Yeah, exactly. There. Thank you. Nope. 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 We already did that. Right? Yeah. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. I mean, that's legal in most places. Yeah, she's 17. Anyways. Anyhow. Today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Don't worry, in the next game, she's 18. Yeah, thanks, Maya. It's legal in most places in the U.S., too. Edgeworth is looking glum, as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
Wow! What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right! Good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Woo, yeah, pal!
What's gotten into that girl?
What's gone into that girl?
Detective Gumshoe.
Morning.
Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective?
Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway killer.
I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name, but that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Hey, Ultima! At least I can listen again. Welcome back, Ultima. Glad to have you. All love going to Ultima.
The prosecution is ready.
Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Thank you for the glom, Ultima. I appreciate it.
Very well, Mr. Kama. Your opening statement writes, thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker is yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom.
Ran long, but everyone hung up with a big smile and no issues. Oh, that's good, Ultima. I'm glad to hear that.
Objection!
With that said, why are you objecting, Ultima? What? Flame, why are you objecting, Ultima? He's the wonderful one.
I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday?
Knuckle back!
The witness was not running away.
Oh. Oh, I see. I didn't add it in. Why didn't I add it in? Huh. Interesting. I wonder if there's a way. There has to be a way to edit that and fix that. Oh, well. I'll work on that later.
I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
I gotta remember this guy's voice.
Yep. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did.
I wasn't running away or none. I went to go buy some food for policy. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday still stands as is. Best trial segment. Didn't I lose? Yeah, okay, so I lost that. That's what I thought. Cross-examination, has to know his name. I'm gonna prove it. On parade. Good, now that I can sploosh you with love. I'm glad to hear it's been a good so far, Ultima. Best trial segment ever. Oh yeah, we get to interview a very special individual.
Hold it!
Why did you do that? He's just about to say why. Is it hard for you to just quietly listen when someone's talking? It's not quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty 3 times over. Food? Well, it's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from the trans. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. You weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kind of got lost. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police were handing him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Conner. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor. I'm not going to do this incident anyway. You lost much of your memory. Is that correct? Since you the original one back on the other machine claim you appreciate it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Oh. Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
Objection!
Thank you for feigning to a smile, Ultima. I appreciate that.
If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am am I supposed to prove what's going on in that woodcarver's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Motive things, right? And I don't count.
Hold it! Hold it!
Soccer count with the shade. You can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's just going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing over and over now. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? You work on weekends. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. So there's apparently ultimately claim was finding out that there's some kind of global cooldown that we can do nothing about when it comes to like sound effects commands. So I might have to put on a 1 minute command, 1 minute thing. Yeah. But I don't know, like it's weird. Because you hadn't done one previously, but yeah, I don't know. So, both of these statements are lies. Order, order, Mr. Wright. There's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh ho, now this is getting interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb on Karma. Well, I mean, like, I get that, but at the same time, just the streamer should be able to just set up that, like, the streamer can set up the cooldown themselves. Like, that's not a hard thing. Like, it's hard in general to get sound effects attached to commands. So, I mean, because you have to like add in the sound file and then attach it to a command, and it automatically gives you a minute like cooldown for that. It's like weird. I don't know. Don't play dumb one comment. Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Johnny Yogi. His name is Johnny Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Johnny Yogi, from the DL6 incident. Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a true motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Johnny Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Johnny Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Johnny Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Test, test, test. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints. Oh, you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingertips working with the stuff, yep. What? Yo, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Test. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? Seems that the case has been decided. No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it in like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Yes. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. What? Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Yep.
Yep, I'm going right after we finish this case.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yep, I'm doing it.
Let the parrot take the stand.
I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. No, he's rigged the parrot too. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name.
Name!
The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Ahem, very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us.
Hello, hello. Quack.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do now? I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Hello? Hello? Squawk?
Hold it!
Witness, you just can't say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Why don't you talk to her? Right. What do I say? Days ago. Polly, have we forgotten something? What? Don't forget DL6, squawk! If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker has something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello, squawk! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello, squawk! It's not working, Nick. She won't help it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? You done with stealing people's stuff? Yeah? Yeah, I bet it did hurt. Yeah, Babu was crying. He was trying to steal his mother's candy. Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we forgot anything? That's fine. That's fine.
Hold it!
Oh, witness. You can't just say hello and expect this game. I want you to testify. Why you talking to her? What about the safe number? Say the safe number of the safe, huh? Safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what's the number to the safe in shack? 1228. My, what a reckless parents. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that the number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ah, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? There we go.
Take that!
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number? Was it case summary, I think? Probably. Case summary, yeah. Okay. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Well, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Wait, hold on. Oh! He used the day of the DL6 incident as the number for a safe unit. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Listen, Von Karma, will you knock that crap off? Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Indeed, alone is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. We're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue.
Hold it!
Polly, squawk. That's right. I think we've established that the parrot's name is Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Of course. Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity should be in here. Boop. And suspect. Yep. So, suspect data. DL6's case file. That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us to stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page where in this file is the information connected to the player's name. It's on the victim data page. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. I blew up as I expected. I put the wrong thing. No, I messed it up. Oh, I suck. I'm horrible. Yeah, I'm derpy. Leave me alone. Yeah. Of course. Yep. We've already been through all that. Yep. Uh-huh. Keep going. Keep talking. Do better. No, I did it again. Shit. I need to get good. Shut up. We're talking to a bird. Yes, we are interrogating a bird. Cross-examining a parrot. Yeah. If I could stop hitting the wrong button, this would be great. That's awesome. There we go. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why I named his parrot after her. I see, I guess that is possible. Ah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? What? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. But what are you saying? Nick talking to birds and shit. Immediately. Witness, tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. The fuck? I have accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very country. Order. Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Second time.
Objection!
Did someone just say objection? He's not done losing. It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell him he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh. What should I do? There's an objection.
Objection!
The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. You must hear this new statement. You must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. Plot twist, boys. For 15 years, I've heard a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. My son is so funny. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, this is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. Not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial. Right here. Right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Ooh, buddy. All right. You are just fat, you know that? You have Cheerios right over there. Don't put them on the mirror. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick? What are you doing? Huh? Oh. I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth. But I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tie in your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Okay. Just dancing is so cute.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. On Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth.
Miles Edgeworth.
I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Deal 6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
Till now you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Video 6 incident. Trials, earthquake struck. And are you? How you felt on feet? What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when he fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. What? What's wrong?
Ow.
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But
The air was getting so thick, I panicked. You want to say hi? No? What? You getting down?
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze.
A moment later, there's a single gunshot, then a scream.
You already got down. The gun fired once?
Yes.
I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. Wait. There it is. This one's in the victim data. Nope, that's all I wanted. Boop, 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 boop. So you like children amateur? Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you?
I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Mala-Edgeworth's text? The victim. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? And why?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice, however, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. Of those shots was fired, do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Nope. Yes. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Comma. Save your strength for after you see the evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to the incident? Yes, I do. It's sitting right here. Right there. Right there. Black and white. Kaboom. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proved the murder weapon was fired twice at the same time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Well, Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction and the thing. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Look at this photograph. Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order, Mr. Wright. What are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, who else could that someone else be? Murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Sorry, that's on page 1. What's in there? Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's wife was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. There's undoubtedly something else that made that whole Order, I sure will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Kama says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Now, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. No, I know what happened. The second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures were for nothing. No, but you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it, I thought I'd won. Don't think about why was there no bullet. Think about what happened to the bullet. How could the bullet leave? I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot, but now I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? I know where the bullet went. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime.
Side note, anyone who has a Switch already hasn't added me, please make sure that you go ahead and add me on Switch, and we can see about playing sometime. Okay.
That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one more thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict.
Yes, you do, Ultima.
Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not.
Flame, he just bought a computer. A very high-grade computer.
No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Just don't happen to have that one.
Right now. Indeed, does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. I have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor. I object.
Tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, huh?
Oof. I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. Grah. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it existed. Still hashtag this one.
What? Well, we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. From where it happened. What? Who? The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need?
Why would the murderer have spent time to look for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet. Oh, there's a Nido. Hey, Nido. Welcome. I got home, got the chips. Let's do this. Had to. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So all the time of the murderers themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with this. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes. I'll keep my lips to myself. You guys have fun with that one. Two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
This is so wholesome. I love that it's more wholesome here.
What are you saying? Deny it, deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just saw something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Bowtie. Pre-evolution to crop.
Gregory Edgewood. Yes, Gregory Edgewood dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. That's an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Hey, Caramel. Good morning, Caramel. Welcome, welcome. What if Connor did something, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma? Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I'll say that conclusion they reached came so suddenly it was scripted. Do it! Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly exciting, interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking. His knees weak. His mom's spaghetti. Vomiting on his shirt.
Von Karma. Von Karma?
Well, I can prepare you. I can at least give me a chance to prepare myself.
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there?
Bah.
You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it.
I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Sure, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Just as well, Mr. Wright.
Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Sure. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence, just like you use so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma's shot is... Shaboom! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
Yes, I do. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Metal detector time!
Oops, sorry. Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run the server with you and see what we find.
Herds, girds, berg, geek, gods, burrs. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you?
Order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we will be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there's a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything.
Are you talking about a pacemaker, Naito?
Not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Besides, yeah, it's in his shoulder. Not like a pacemaker is actually near to where your heart is. But he could have said something like screws, but see, so like there's a lot of issues with this certain part of it. Like, so there's certain metals that we can use inside the human body because they aren't going to deteriorate from being inside us. As far as I know, we don't use any of those metals that will react to a metal detector. I don't think. For example, like titanium. Yeah, your body can reject it. That's true. So, I mean, there's some minor issues with a lot of this stuff. And then, like, with this situation, it's with the bullet being inside the body as long as it was, it's also possible that the bullet has deteriorated over the 15 years. That's also possible, Flame. But, like, my entire mindset during this entire thing was of how the bullet could deteriorate due to the various fluids inside the human body. But neither here nor there.
Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was in DL6? Of course you can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
It's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. Remember, though, this is a game with actual spiritual channeling and magic. This is true. So, game logic. Have you heard his deep and sexy?
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Take that!
That's... a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with a weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. Quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings match, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon. Time to break. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Whoa! Wait. Heart attack. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Bang. Hoo-ah! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma. Edgeworth, you would dare defy me. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Boom, boom, boom. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. Smack that head. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. So satisfying. I think I have like a gif of this or something. Oh, no. Oh, no, I remember what it was. I have him like... I took a screenshot of him pulled back at the perfect moment. Faster? I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death! Death! 15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth?
It was a shock like none I had ever known.
Me? Penalized?
The
took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was perfect. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would come and open the elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Yay! Now the original. Yes. But the trilogy has the original case in it, I believe, or the 5th case in it. And number 2. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Well, it was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself, but now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went a bit down this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop! I feel foolish. Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You couldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let be bygones be bygones, huh? Speaking of which, what are you doing? What are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative reporter pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Huh? You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration?
That's unusual for you. Hey, Buds, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick, that's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for anything, right? Think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38. No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Next time, tornado. When people freak out and object bursts of wind go everywhere. Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? Sorry. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah. And you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I had known I would become a prosecutor. Same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth, want to switch rights? Hey, y'all! Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. Be an airlock on the International Space Station. And after that, dinner on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Oh, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless, so I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Well, wait. What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial... Sequel baiting, yep. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we had lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Help cheer her up. Boop, 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 boop. Shabushki. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DLC 6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick, thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim.
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
So that's the official end. First game.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Ooh, Detective Gumshoe!
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Well, but yeah, so I believe there's still a chapter 5 or episode 5. Like they added into the DS. Oh, Nick. Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady. She's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Yeah, Edgeworth is pretty much a goof. Alright. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. I can't remember the voice I did for Pain. It's so easy to forget.
Phoenix writes, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
Yes. Oh, it's you. Oh, it's you. Phoenix writes. Ah, yes, me as understudy, was he not? Yes, I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen much of him late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Yes, quite. Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting one of the DVDs about so? Oh dear God, no. Yes, hemorrhoids, yes, quite. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Oh, Catman's back. Yep. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. I was kind of shocked for a boy my tender age. Well. Yeah, I remember Wright, that lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real? Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Sure are, Lotta. Sure are. There she is. Right behind my face head. But Mia's over here. There you go.
Hold it!
So yeah, there it is. Hype. So I'm gonna save it, but I'm actually going to be going. Whoa. Yeah. So I'm actually going to be going to the hospital. So we won't finish this. Because I'm going to see about getting myself checked out because I'm still waking up in a good deal of pain. I'm not sure if that's from a strained muscle that just doesn't want to heal or something. Maybe a slightly torn muscle, but it gets really bad when I'm trying to wake up and move in the morning. So yeah, nothing serious. It's going to be okay. I'm fine. But they have Wi-Fi at the hospital, so I'll have my phone so I can talk to you guys on Discord. I'll have my Switch, so I'll probably be playing Switch games because I don't know how long I'm going to be stuck there. But yeah, so you guys take care. Let's see if there's someone we can raid. Who's doing stuff right now? Big Cheese is still doing stuff, isn't he? Is he? Holy crap. No, he's not. That's a lie. Big Cheese isn't doing shit. I'm good. Bother. Oh, she's still doing that. What? Oh. Yeah, we'll go bother, let's go bother Oxy.
Oh God, what's she doing?
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events that day.
Had fun in the little time I was here. Well, I'm glad you had
And
fun,
nope,
Caramel.
it's Raffle. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart.
Okay, anyways. Alright. So let's drop in on Oxy. Give her some love. Yeah, there she is. She's gonna be playing BioShock 2, it looks like. I think. Yeah. You're gonna break my rib, amateur, doing that. So yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's fine. That'll work. Alright guys, but thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for sticking around. Like I said, I'll be on Discord. But I'm going to see about getting an appointment, going to the hospital. Worst case, I'll just go to the emergency room or something. But I figure there's something I can do to get something done, because I just need to get this checked bad. Because it's been over a week now, and it's still painful. So, yep. And I might be taking off work for a few days or something like that. But I have an interview on Friday, so I need to definitely be at work on at least a couple of these days and some of the time. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. You have an awesome day. And until the next time I see you, remember, keep smiling. And I'll see you later.